If you are or want to become an FPV pilot, you know sims are a good way to practice. But if you want to use your time as efficient as possible, it needs to be as close to real life as possible. And to do that, you can tweak Betaflight settings in the game, like rates or tune, but you can also configure parameters like thrust and weight. Weight's easy, you just put your drone on a scale, but thrust is a whole other story. So I had to make up my own setup for this, and here it is. So as you can see, from top to bottom I've got a zip tie that's tied to the table and a carabiner on that. On that again a baby scale and two more carabiners and a zip tie, and finally the drone. And this was my setup to measure the thrust. Yeah, as you can see, I just give full throttle and see what the scale shows. But in this one it didn't quite work out because it had a little bit too much thrust, and so yeah, the scale capped out and only showed an error. Luckily I've got the second scale and you will now be able to see that. Because I wasn't sure if it would work, I asked in Discord, and then I went for it anyway because I wasn't patient enough and I didn't want to wait for an answer. So strap back and get ready to take off in 3, 2, 1, take off. Well, that was quite exhilarating. I ended up repeating the process with fresh batteries a few times. So here are the final test results. I ended up measuring 5,300 grams of thrust and plus the 577 grams that the drone weighs, that makes 6,077 grams of thrust in total, which is pretty good, and now I can finally use my sim properly.